So today we are going to study the second chapter of mathematics of G8, that is powers, and we will go through some different formulas and different sets of definitions as well. So let us begin. The second chapter of G8 mathematics, that is powers. You can say it as radicals. In some of the chapters it is also written as powers and radicals, surds and indices. This is also given in this way. So let us begin with some basic formulas. A to the power m, a raised to the power m. This m is its power, a is the base and m is the power. A raised to the power m into a raised to the power m. What does it happens when bases are same and in between we have multiplication sign? When the bases are same and in between we have multiplication sign, the power gets added. It is a to the power m plus n. What does it happens when bases are same and in between we have multiplication sign? The power gets added. Next, what happens when the bases are same and in between we have division sign? The bases are same and in between we have division sign. The power gets subtracted. The power gets subtracted. The bases are same and in between we have division sign. The power gets subtracted. The third formula, a to the power m to the power n. A to the power m to the power n. What does it mean? It can also be written as a to the power n to the power m, or it can be written as a to the power m n. It can be written as a to the power m n. Now, the fourth, a, b. There are two numbers, a and b, and both are raised whole to the power n. If there are two numbers a and b and both are raised whole to the power n, it can be written as a to the power n. Can be written as a to the power n and b to the power n. A to the power n and b to the power n. Similarly, if it is given a by b to the power n, so it can be written as a to the power n by b to the power n. And the last, a to the power 0, anything raised to the power 0, anything except 0 that is raised to the power 0, any number that is raised to the power 0, or any constant, any variable that is raised to the power 0 will give you 1. For example, x raised to the power 0 is 1, 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. But remember, 0 raised to the power 0 cannot be written as 1. 0 raised to the power 0 cannot be written as 1. So these are some basic rules, these are some basic formula that we will utilize when we go deep into the chapters. Let us start with an easy example. Let us get started. So, the first question is, express each in the form of P by Q. Express each in the form of P by Q. Okay, one formula I have missed here, the seventh one. If I say it is a to the power minus n, if I say it is a to the power minus n, then it also means that it is 1 by a to the power n. That reciprocates, it is 1 by a to the power n. The first question is, express each in the form of p by q. Let us begin with, the first is 5 to the power minus 3. So you can write it as 1 by 5 to the power 3, and it can be written as 1 by 125. It can be written as 1 by 125. Next, minus 2 by 5 raised to the power minus 4. The first thing that we need to do is convert this negative power to positive power. Convert this negative power to positive power. How we convert a negative power to positive power? By reciprocating it. So it will become minus 5 by 2 to the power 4. It it becomes minus 5 by 2 to the power 4. When you reciprocate the base, the negative power automatically becomes positive. When you reciprocate the base, the negative power automatically becomes positive. Listen very carefully. The negative base doesn't become positive. The negative base doesn't become positive. The negative power becomes positive. So it is minus 5 to the power 4. 5 into 5. Since it is negative and we have an even power, it will result in positive. So 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5, 125. 125 into 5, that is 625. So it is 625 by 16. This is 625 by 16. The third one, it is 1 by 2 to the power minus 3. Now see, the base is having a negative power. It is 1 by 2 to the power minus 3. You want to have a positive power. In case you want to have a positive power, just reciprocate it. It becomes 2 to the power 3. What is 2 to the power 3? This is 8. 2 to the power 3 is 8. So this is how we do it. This is how we understand it. If I give you an example, 4 by 3 to the power minus 3. Then you have to convert it in the form of p by q. It is 4 by 3 to the power minus 3. You see that the base is having a negative power. When you look at it, the base is having a negative power. So what you need to do is just reciprocate the base. Just reciprocate the base. So when you reciprocate the base, it becomes 3 by 4 and the power becomes positive. What is 3 by 4 to the power 3? 3 is a 9, 9 is a 27. It is 27 by 64. And this is how you express a number with a power in the form of p by q. This is the first section that we have done. This is how we reciprocate it. Now we will convert some more, you can say some difficult terms in the form of p by q. Let us make it more complex where we will utilize formulas. So let us take it. Let it be fifth. The question is, it is 3 by 8 to the power minus 2. 3 by 8 to the power minus 2 into 4 by 5 to the power minus 3. It is 4 by 5 to the power minus 3. So you have to convert this complete in the form of p by q. So the very first process that you need to do is convert the negative power to positive power. So how will you convert the negative power to positive power? I have told you how will you convert the negative power to the positive power. Just reciprocate the base. It becomes 8 by 3 to the power 2 and it becomes 5 by 4 to the power 3. So let's expand it. It becomes 8 into 8 by 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 5 by 4 into 4 into 4. So let us solve it. 4, 2, 4, 2. Now nothing. 2, 2, 4. Cancel. Now it becomes 125 by 9. This is the answer. 125 is by 9 is the answer. This is how you do. Just look at the question. If this is having no negative power, solve it directly, expand it. Either you multiply it, you expand it. But if it is having a negative power, what you need to do is, you need to convert those negative power into positive terms first, and then you have to evaluate things. You don't need to do it directly. So now we'll move towards some different questions. A bit more complex one, rather you can say, a bit more complex one. So just look at it. I'm not erasing the formulas because you need to look at it again and again. So let us move towards some basic thing. Let us move towards some basic thing first. Just look over it. Okay, so what I need to do is just look. Now we have some difficult questions. 2 to the power minus 1. It is the sixth one. It is 2 to the power minus 1 divided by 5 to the power minus 1 to the power minus 2. 5 to the power minus 1 to the power minus 2 into 5 by 8 to the power minus 1 into 5 by 8 to the power minus 1. So I get minus 5 by 8 to the power minus 1. So you have to solve this question. This is what we need to solve. So the first thing what we need to change. Change the numbers with negative power. It is 2 to the power 1. It becomes 1 by 2. It is 5 to the power minus 1. It becomes 1 by 5. Minus 2. It is minus 8 by 5 to the power 1. That is minus 8 by 5 only. Now look. When you open it, you have done it in rational numbers. 1 by 2 into 5 by 1. It is minus 2 into minus 8 by 5. 5 by 2 to the power minus 2 into minus 8 by 5. Now look, 5 by 2 is having a negative power. When you see that 5 by 2 is having a negative power, you just reciprocate the base. When you reciprocate the base, it comes 2 by 5 to the power 2 into minus 8 by 5. So it will become how much? It is 2 into 2 by 5 into 5 into minus 8 into 5. So what is the answer? The answer is 2 to the 4, 8 4 to the 32 minus 32 by 125. Minus 32 by 125 is the answer. So this is how you need to do it. This is how you need to do it. Clear? How you have to do it? So we will again move towards one more question. Let us move towards one more question, a bit more complex one. Let us do it. So this is all about practice. How hard you practice and how easily you get things. The basic things that you need to catch up is whenever you get a negative power, first of all you need to convert the negative power into positive power. So the next question is the next seventh one. It is 4 to the power minus 1 plus 8 to the power minus 1. 8 to the power minus 1 divided by 2 by 3 to the power minus 1. This is the question that we need to do. So first of all, again we go by the same process. We will convert the negative power into positive. 4 to the power minus 1 means 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 divided by 3 by 2. So 4 and 8. So 3 by 8 divided by 2, you have a steady differential number, it will become 2 by 3. 3 and 3 get cancelled. 4. So the answer is 1 by 4. This is how you need to do it. This is not very tough. This is very simple and you need to do it like this only. So is this clear or you got it? So you have studied this. Now we will go through some more difficult questions. Some more difficult questions we will go through. Let us erase it. And we will go through some more questions. That is not converting it in the form of P by Q. We will look how to simplify things. How to simplify or how to solve questions with powers. How to evaluate it. Or you can say how to simplify it. So let us do it fast. How to simplify it. Let us do it. So let us write the questions here. It is simplify, and the question is 1 by 4 to the power minus 2 plus 1 by 2 to the power minus 2 and 1 by 3 to the power minus 2. So this is what we need to simplify. Very easy. 1 by 4 to the power minus 2, it becomes 4 to the power 2. 1 by 2 to the power 2, it becomes 2 to the power 2. 1 by 3 to the power 2, it becomes 3 to the power 2. And you know how what is 4 to the power 2 is 16. 2 to the power 2 is 4. 3 to the power 2 is 9. So it is altogether 29. Altogether it becomes 29. That is very easy, you can say. This is altogether it is how much? It is 29. Now again the next example. You can write it as, the question is 6 to the power minus 1 plus 3 by 2 to the power minus 1 whole to the power minus 1. Now look, we go by process. What we have studied, we will go by that process only. Converting the inside brackets first into positive power. 6 to the power minus 1, it becomes 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2 to the power minus 1, it becomes 2 by 3. Liberate it like this. First of all, we will evaluate it and then after that we will convert. So 6 and 3, 1, 2 to the 4, minus 1. How much it will give? 5 by 6 to the power minus 1. It becomes how much? 6 by 5 is the answer. So this is how we proceed for things. This is how we will do it. The basic thing that we are getting it here is converting the negative power into positive power. Let us take one more example. The example is 1 by 3 to the power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 to the power minus 3 divided by 1 by 4 to the power minus 3. This is the question. It is 1 by 3 to the power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 to the power minus 3 divided by 1 by 4 to the power minus 3. First of all, we will solve the inside bracket. We can change it that side also. So let us do. What is 1 by 3 to the power minus 3? This is 3 to the power 3 minus 1 by 2 to the power minus 3. This is 2 to the power 3. Just reciprocate it. 2 by 1 is 2. It becomes 2 to the power 3. 1 by 3 is 1 by 3 to the power minus 3. Just reciprocate it. 3 by 1 is 3. It becomes 3 to the power 3. Divided by 1 by 4 to the power minus 3. It becomes 4 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3. It is 27. 2 to the power 3. This is 8. Divided by 4 to the power 3. This is 64. 27 minus 8. That is 19 divided by 64. You can directly say the answer is 19 by 64. So this is what we have to study till today. Next day we will be studying some problems. You can say what problems, like what must be added, what must be subtracted. These things we have done in rational numbers. We will be going through that part only. What must be added to get this and what must be not be added to get this. Thank you.